This is my little bit of walk around I told I was going to do. I'm still in the testing mode here. I used the handlebar from the back and braced it up here with some metal. It makes it for, if you had to grab it or something. But in the future, if I decide to change these out to casters, I have the other half of the handle that will actually bolt in there. I flip it over and drop it. It'll go out about roughly there. And I can adjust how far I want by cutting it, and then I'll just flatten it, drill a hole in it, and then I'll put some caster on and see how it is. If it don't work, then I can always go back to the wheels. This is off because I use a drill to start it because of my shoulder and back disabilities. The strobe, I got a new relay coming in. The old one I had in it decided it didn't want to work. What that is, it's going to be hooked to a remote relay, RC controlled by that. And I can tell from the distance that if the motor controller power is shut off, not only that, it serves as a warning to people to stay away. I will be having a servo on here to help kill, but right now I use a wire which pulls a spring right about here. It's laying down there, that if anything happened, all I have to do is just flick it and it'll come right off. The mounting system here is a little bit different. I borrowed some of the ideas from all these guys that built them on the YouTube, which is great, but I factored it into my design. I utilized the existing brackets and so forth. I use the Cytron motor controller. It's 30 amps each channel, but so far, like I said the other video, it's been running cool. It hasn't gone hot, but today I'm going to do another test. This is the relay for the power that's controlled by one switch here. Right here, all you do is flick it on, everything powers up, and ready to go. So let me get this thing started up and out of the garage, and we'll go do another test. Stay tuned. I'm going to give it a start up with the battery. I'm sitting in my chair, so I got stability. For safety's sake, make sure your receiver, power, and transmitter off, because the last thing I want to do is start this and have it take off over my foot. Okay, I already primed it. Keep it dead. Don't stop it. Need to start. Pull it off. Stop it. And I'm going to power up. I'm at the top part of my lower part of my driveway. My battery ran out the other day because I would have shown you that it did go up the rug in the area. I will try to do a better shot if possible, but I gotta try to center and steer it. Here we go. Come on, girl, you can do it. High spot over there. Yeah, nothing but a little more power would take care of it. He's up there. Okay. Alright, I need to switch my chair in position, so I'll get back to you guys when I come back. Alright? Okay, she's up above. Again, I'll try to keep it centered as much as possible. See that rock right behind the wheel? Right there? That's what I gotta watch out for. Ah, damn, it's got high center. I need to keep this press cut. To learn. I know why. Damn lot of it is driver air. I'm not pushing the throttle as much as I can. Plus, I'm going to be a little conservative since there's a bank on the other side of that. And one thing you need to do is realize, just don't be in such a hurry to push it. It's a learning thing. There's a yellow extension cord there for the battery trick. So I'm not going to try that. The one thing, these motors develop a lot of torque. So that's why I figured it probably unscrew the hub nut. Yeah, this is why you see I needed the blade clearance. Sometimes you got to give it a little charge. Right now I'm just learning this, knocking the wheels down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to do a test. Okay, that one I let roll. Okay. Let's take her up above a little bit. See the ground clearance. Woo! Okay, I'm going to cut it off here. I got to go up there and follow her. I'll start when I get up above. I'm up above, so let's get a little bit done here. I gotta be a little careful because there are some sticks around here, and I don't want to find them the hard way. Yeah, if I had a set of casters on the front like this, it probably would help me. I'm going to cut a swath out here. There's a rock there. I did do a temperature check on it, and it's still within range. It's not getting hot. Ow. Okay. That's basically what it's doing right now. I wouldn't be surprised it can go up that hill. It did the driveway with no trouble. Okay, this is basically it. What I'll do is I'll finish up my little patch there, and when I get something more interesting, like when I go up above to that upper driveway there, then I'll turn it back on and show you guys what it can and can't do. Okay? Stay tuned. Right in the middle of the screen, right here, is a divot. I want to see. The main thing is to keep moving. Right out of there. Okay. Hey, it works. The thing is the remote control, because you gotta have it straight back for all power to the wheel. If you don't, it's gonna just sit there and tank like you on that. I did another temperature check again, and so far, it's staying cool. And now I'm going to try something. It's got a lot of torque. The big thing I'm running into is cracks. There she goes. There she goes to hell. Kind of like getting a running start at it. Here we go. You got to keep the stick completely forward so you got all the power to the wheels. There she goes. Yeah, I got to be really careful up there. Okay. Yeah. Make it up there. Like I said, my other issue is traction. So far at 12 volts, it's generating a lot of torque. I was concerned because the lower voltage will generally draw more amps than, like, say 24 or stepping up like 36. I mean, yeah, or 48. I got a solar system, so that's why I junked the whole idea of a 12 volt system. Just getting used to the controls. Now, there are settings on the remote control that you can fine-tune Anyway, well, I'll show you if there's anything else interesting. From this angle, you guys should see I have one heck of ground clearance. There's a reason why. See all these rocks? Out here in the island, we got lava rocks. They're not nice. They will destroy your mower. So, like I said earlier on in the video, I just want something to help me keep these weeds knocked down so I'm not walking through them or having to deal with them. Now, I'm going to see if I can get up the side of the driveway there. I did police it. There shouldn't be any rocks on there as long as I stay on the grass. Let's give her a shot. Wow. Okay, that's getting a little... One of the things I've also learned is oh, she's crabbing. Probably because of the gravity. So far I haven't heard her hit any rocks yet. That's my goal. Let's see if I can get on that other side there. You kind of get stuck a little bit, jiggle it around. Yeah, on Civic, you generally want the heavy end to go down the hill first. I'm not saying this is going to fit, but my temp nature. Let's see if I can get her up one more time over that area. We'll be putting a camera on her so I can, whoa. Okay, see? Don't try to drive over a spot if you got one. Ah, what the heck. You guys got the message. She does have power. I give her credit for it. And part of it is driver error too. I'm just getting used to these controls. Holding a camera, well, this is actually my phone, but oh man, being disabled just really saves me. Sorry, but automation pretty much put the kid I hired next door out of business. But now I'm going to need him still. You know, he's a good kid. You know, maybe my next project is either convert a trimmer mower. I got one of those little PowerMate 3-wheel trimmers. That thing's great. Okay, let me concentrate on this. Yeah, there must be a stump there. Ooh. Well, okay, it grabbed right over the grass I wanted to cut. That's cool. Okay, let's see if I can get her up the side there. Yeah, see, when you start spinning, move. Because you'll be like a car. You dig yourself in. Look at the car. They're all eyeballing me. Okay, let's go Geronimo! Charge. Let's see. Well, I've been running the batteries on this for quite a bit, so it's probably an indication that they may be getting low. Okay, buddy. I won't push you. Woo, that thing threw some shit. Oops. Watch it. YouTube will get upset. Oh, there's something right there. I gotta be careful. There's some old bush stumps in there. But the point is, you gotta prep your yard. You gotta take the garbage out. Here she comes. I guess it's time I'll do a temperature check on her. Another interesting test. As you look at the ground here, you'll see there's high rocks sticking out, rocks around here, all this. And I'm basically going to go down the driveway. Let's see, I get her up the road. Okay, there's one rock down there on the right down there. So I got to kind of pick it, come up this way and around. Do it. I'm surprised how long the batteries last, but I better not test it too much. Okay, here she, whoops. There she comes. Hold my breath. Damn. I'm going to take the center down. Woo. Like crabbing. I gotta be careful, there's some high rocks in that area. See if I can get it. Okay. This is why I want a camera, because I can't see right up in front. My depth perception is pretty good, but the last thing I want to do is just nail the see what I was talking about. I had to look down and make sure. Whoa! See that big old stump edge hanging out there. Oh man. Okay. I need to get closer to it instead of this far back. Alright. You saw it. It's got the power to get up and down. First, now I can get under my 4x4 Dodge Ram diesel. But I don't push it all the way under there yet. she ran out of gas. She actually ran out of gas before electric. There's still plenty of juice in the batteries. There she is. I cut all this crap down. That's what the height of the grass was. There's no way I could have done this physically. So she's a keeper. I may make some improvement. Maybe I'll do this on my next one, but this one I'm going to keep. Yeah, like I said earlier, she's way up off the ground. There's a reason for it. You know, little bitty rocks, all these rocks around here. I spent a lot of years doing my physical therapy, walking around here, picking up the big ass rocks. Neighbor's golf ball. You like to hit golf balls. I wonder if the mower will throw it back in his yard. Just joking. They're nice people. Anyway, stay safe, stay cool. This is a little roundabout of the equipment that I've used. What I've learned today, as I said in the previous video, make sure your nuts are tight on these, and it wouldn't hurt to carry a 3/4 inch socket with you, because I'll show you the video. I'll upload. Everything is going to be in RAW. I have documented everything that I've done to my best of my knowledge when I built this. So this is what I have here. I have a Cytron Smart Drive 30 amp motor controller. It runs about like $70 off of Amazon. I have a step down transformer here to 5 volts, which powers this. And I have a fuse panel here. Basically, I got it down, everything wired, so all I need is one fuse. So in a sense, I could eliminate this and just have one fuse here. This fuse goes to the power inverter as well as up to the solenoid. So if it pulls more than 5 amps, it'll pop that one. Okay, and this over here is the negative bus. A lot of the negative wires that I needed, with the exception of the motor controller, they're all heavy gauge. Okay, this is the solenoid I've used, and throughout the video on my test up above, I would stop in and doing some, you know, redneck field testing on the temperature, just putting my hand on it. And at one time I was doing it, it just got a little bit warm. I think that was attributed to because I had the lid on this because I didn't want grass blowing in here, and then the sun was really up, so it's possible that the sun warmed this up, but this was totally, you'll see my other videos when I have it up, I actually had my hand on this thing and it was not hot. Overall, 12 volts seems to do a job. This develops a lot of torque. The only gripe I have is the motors, but that's the best I could have done for it. I tried to pivot the motors, but if I do that, then the deck will be too low. Maybe it's something I will think about in my next design. Okay, let me give you a little rundown on what I did for a relay. First of all, here is a solenoid. That's just a plain Ford SW3 solenoid. I used that to put in my lawn tractor over there after I ripped all the guts out of it, and then found out the two $20 Chicom starter solenoids were bad. So those work. They're like $8. You can get them online. That's pretty cheap, and they're heavily built. Okay. Some of you will recognize this as a 5-pin auto relay solenoid relay. This is rated up to 30-40 amps. I've been running 30 amp fuse right here on the outside, and it has not popped once. I know this motor control is rated up to 80 amps for 1 second, but I would rather have a low amp fuse and find a good working medium for that and use that and have it blow out a lot earlier than peak it out. Okay, I digressed there a little bit. Alright, this is the solenoid, the relay that I'm using right now. It's a 120 amp relay, and it's basically a 4-pin, but you can see the terminals are real heavy. Wait a minute, I got it. Yeah, I got it. I did a test between 10 gauge and excuse me. Oh man, this thing really threw up weeds and stuff. 10 gauge and 8 gauge. The battery cables here, the semi-lucent ones, are 8 gauge, and the solid one is 10 gauge. And so far, they haven't been heating up at all. Again, I digress. Okay, this one here, I'm finding, I'm going to run more tests on it, and it really is impressing me that it's not getting hot at all. I'm going to be putting a remote cutoff in the circuit here up to here. So when I need to, from the transmitter, I can cut the power to the motor controller. And the strobe light here serves two purposes. One to let me know that there's power going to the motor controller, and to warn people that is the remote or whatever, and keep them away. Today, you probably see cars and trucks. I was getting eyeballed mowing lawns. And then I got another, let me get rid of this. There. And I bought this one as a backup. This is a 250 amp 12 volt. It's a 5-pin. These are your regular pins, and this is the heavy duty. It's all right. Yeah. Well, yeah, this is the 87A. So if you use something like this, oh God. If you use something like this, you're going to have to put something over here and protect it, or it'll choke, because the 87A on a lot of the relays are hot. I got to wrap up, my battery just flashed. If worst case scenario, that is a battery latching disconnect relay. That is the most expensive thing. The one thing real quick before my battery gives out is the reason why, well, I'll pick it up. The solenoids here, the coil in them will pull up to 5 amps approximately constantly. I tried this on a positive, I tried it on a negative, still the point was getting hot. I even went all the way up to a marine and an aircraft contactor, which are similar like these. The body was all metal. It didn't get warm, the body, but down here in the middle where the coil's mounted, it started to get hot because it keeps pulling 5 amps. It will do that constantly to keep the circuit closed. So this is why I went to this design of relays and all the way up to that latching, which it fell off, because I didn't want a lot of current being, a lot of current being pulled on, keep the circuit closed so the motor control would run. Oh, brain fart. Well, anyway, if I think of something else, I'll go ahead and let you guys know. If you got any questions, feel free to leave a little bit of feedback. Bye.